Welcome soul bards, creatives, and more. It's time to go ahead and do a little bit of a meditative moment. If you're used to being around my main channel, you'll recognize this friend of ours. The Cup of Positivity was created by my husband a couple of years ago, around 2020. A sip a day is the mindset. Let's go ahead and start off with an additional sip. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. I know of a very, very wise fictional character who says, do or do not. There is no try. So what's our souls resonating with today, my friends? What's our souls resonating with? I do apologize for my vocal cords. I was hoping my allergies would remain being friendly to me today. So far, such is not the case. The Soul Truth deck is one of my favorites. I've been using it as part of my live stream sprints on my first channel for quite a while, just to give us inspiration alongside the Cup of Positivity. So let's go ahead and continue with that mindset. Ooh, what else could this mean? What aren't you doing? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation, my friend. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Ooh, follow the triggers maybe? Is that why you're not doing it? Are there triggers blocking you, my friend? That's valid. That's valid. Every winter, these trees in the background, if they were real, would be challenged and forced to consider much the same thing once a year for a season. And we know what time of year it is. Today's soul action, if you do deign to take it, is there something in your soul that is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? True, true, true. I've been told very recently, life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. That's a beautiful feather. That's a beautiful feather. Let's go ahead with my light deck. Let's visit with my light deck today. My light deck and I have been together since the beginning of my healing journey a couple of years ago. You can see who its twin is. For those of you who are lady nerds and lord geeks, such as myself and my husband respectively, Angel Kronk, not Angel Kronk. So that's kind of how I equate it. You have the little angel on your shoulder and whatever you want to call the not Angel Kronk. I hesitate to use negative words. I don't want to necessarily religious connection this, because in my opinion, tarot is not about fortune telling. It's about your journey. The Fool's Journey. I'm not calling you a negative thing when I call you the Fool. If you even look in the terms of a theatrical dramatic performance, the Fool is often the one who brings in the lessons, the clown character, the comedic relief, the person who is not afraid to speak truth. So, that's why I like addressing the cards. You can equate it to the hero's journey, the heroine's journey, any other journey you would like. It's telling a story. So, what story do we need to pick up with today? What chapter are we in today? Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Not a bad choice at all, my friends. The Four of Pentacles. Assured material gain, success, and earthly power. Don't be ungenerous about it, though. Ooh. In literature, we have a very, very key forewarning against that, don't we? Thank you, Charles Dickens. As I look over at a doll I have of a Muppet Christmas Carols version of Charles Dickens and Rizzo. Was that Michael Caine who played Scrooge in that one? I believe so. He's one of my favorites. Ooh, it's the last day of February. I'm recording this and releasing it rather late on, but on Leap Day, 2024, February 29th. So, Don't be a Scrooge about it. Okay. Don't be a Scrooge about it. That's a fair note. On the other hand, shoulder. Well, I'll take two from this deck. For whatever reason, the star is just hanging out there, so we'll take that message first. The messages from not Angel Kronk, from the other side of the shoulder, the other hemisphere of the brain, the subplot, if you will, since we equated this to a journey. Is there anything else to go with that star? What star are we up? Ooh. And I ask that when we get some cards. Okay, how many? They gave us two, so I'm going to take them. Two? Yes. The Moon and the Hierophant. Oh, lovely. What a trio. All right, Star, my friend. You came out first, so you get to go ahead and rest there on the top. So for the star, traditionally, they do go ahead and note that there's a beautiful maiden. I've had to blur a few things because, well, YouTube does not like us to wholly acknowledge how emphatically gorgeous in her glory she is. But notice she's like one hand and 1 foot in water and in land. That's always what caught me with this one. There's a lot of stars circling it. In total, there's 8 stars. Oh my. Double as many than here, huh? Double as many. Notice also how this is more of a cityscape. Do you need to get outside more? Do you need to let your brain out of the box more? That could be what the moon's indicating, my friend. So the next card right after the star is the moon. Notice that the dogs are howling. Dogs normally recommend and suggest loyalty across cultures. But are you taming yourself, domesticating yourself too much? We have pillars in the background. I mean, if you believe in 1111, You literally have an 11-11 here, 2 pillars here, 2 pillars on the next card. Is there a new beginning you're avoiding? You've conquered all of your past defeats, my friend. Do you need to reach out for help? Do you need to ignore somebody's perspective if you reached out for help from the wrong person? Now the Hierophant, on the other hand, prefers those religious contexts I'm trying to avoid. Literally, traditionally, the symbology here is the Triple Crown, recommending hearkening back to several cultures that use it, including papal. Looking at you, Catholicism. But normally people do see this as a papal figure. Not always. It's just, they can be the spouse of the high priestess. But they're very masculine about it, in my opinion. Is this an energy you need? Is somebody who does have a little bit more conformity to some sort of rules? Like, if this is a new beginning, do you need to set some standards, goals, processes about it? Quarter 1 is almost over, and everything you've put yourself through so far has been very, very worth the journey indeed. And that's why I think we need to end with checking both of these, since indeed the moon did come up. So the moon's going to teach us a few messages of its own. I do not yet have the newest deck that would complete this series. I am looking forward to getting it here very soon for us, though. I would love to use it on the routine. If you're curious, we have some labradorite on the table, some smoky quartz, some rose quartz, some of my favorite pieces. I have 2 triangular labradorite pieces. I'm looking for a third. I am that lady nerd. For those of you who get the reference, comment, sub, and especially if you need a safe space, allow us to hold it for you in the comments below. We do not uphold any help as far as like medical goes, though, so keep that in mind. We're just here to support and share love. Well, looky what we have here, the North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. We're still going back to what you're avoiding, my friend. Staying in your comfort zone can cause you to become Scrooge, or too much like the Hierophant in the wrong ways, too much like the untamed version of yourself. If you don't give yourself boundaries, maybe. You deserve to make sure that you do what you need to do to keep you healthy in all of this, just as much as you deserve to do that for your business and for others. So according to the book, this card is related to heading in the right direction. Is a fear of success stopping you? Don't obsess about something negative that was said to you about your dreams. Don't do that to yourself, my friend. Let's go ahead and clarify one last time. And if not to give clarification, I do want to invite you to at least see this as a sense of relief and closure and reassurance. Wizard mode happens every day, not just on Wednesdays over on my other channel for writing sprints, okay? Ooh, we have a couple cards facing up. I need to go through and recalibrate and organize my deck. I see some words poking out at me, and I'm going to fish it out. See? Think it through, my friend. Take a slow, deep breath right now. Slow, deep breath. So, new moon in Gemini. It's a good sign for matters related to wanting to feel new beginnings in a relationship of any kind, and the relationship can and should be with yourself, with your loyal side. What are you doing to water your own garden? And why are you hesitating? Why aren't you getting both feet wet here? You don't deserve to hold yourself back. Knowledge is powerful. Ironic that I mentioned Wednesdays. Keep in mind, Gemini's moon, which according to this card, we have a new moon in Gemini, lives in the planet Mercury's energy on occasion. And if you know anything about how some cultures call Wednesday, I believe they call it miércoles in some cultures. Mercury, no, that's not a Latin carryover, not at all linguistically. My dear friends, I'm proud of you. I always have been. Been kicking butt, you've been doing your thing. Please stop giving up on you. Please take care of you. I cannot wait to spend more time with you soon. Until the next time we hang out. Hugs and my love.